Live from Radio Row at Super Bowl 60 in San Francisco, this is Roy Kessel with Sports Philanthropy Network, and we're very excited to have with us special guest Michael Sook. Michael is the co-founder with Leigh Steinberg of MDEnvoy, and we're going to learn more about the incredible work they're doing and how they're changing this community. So, Michael, thank you for being here, taking time out of a crazy week in San Francisco.
Listen, you know more crazy about this than I do. I just got here, but it's fantastic. And I'll tell you, I'm really appreciative that you have take a minute to kind of learn about what Leigh and I are trying to do. So, I'm an orthopedic surgeon by training, and I think my entire career I've spent mentoring young physicians as they go into their professional lives. And one thing that strikes me is that, these are motivated people, highly skilled, highly smart, that really do well at being great doctors, but they neglect their own professional circumstances around. And so when I looked at the world out there, I looked at other elite performers, elite athletes, and recognized very quickly that, they have somebody in their corner. Leigh and I met a couple of years ago, had some conversations, and, this matches exactly what Leigh's philosophy is to identify the best of the best, work with them, help them, gain traction in their careers and become the best that they can be. And so we've established and we've started a company called MDEnvoy, which really is the physician's agency. It's the world's first of its kind. And we hope to really bring a big change in the way that physicians face the world today.
So you talked about the business side, right? That's always one of the critiques in many of the professional services, lawyers and doctors are like, they're great at their craft,
Yes.
great at their profession, but they don't have that business acumen in terms of running a profitable practice or expanding their reputation and their business role. So how does MDEnvoy
Yeah.
work in that sphere?
It's about coordination of all the things that are in a professional's ecosystem. So it's not just wealth and management and brand, but it goes beyond that. It gives people time back in their careers so that you don't have to, constantly be thinking about something you want to do later and it gets put off and off and off. And so I think that what MDEnvoy will do is be not only an advocate for individual physicians, but really somebody that can weave together a team of people that are focused on the success of a physician in their careers.
So what aspects of the career does this help?
Yeah.
So I'm a physician, and let's say I'm in Chicago where I live now. There's a lot of other physicians out there. There's a lot of competition.
Yeah.
What does this do to help me elevate myself in the marketplace?
It's a combination of things. It's, you can look at it from the perspective of helping the individual physician with their own individual professional life. You can also look at it from a business structural position to help them increase their presence and grow business. I think that what we're bringing together is really a very different look at the world of becoming a physician in America today. Rather than going out and saying you're on your own, we're offering access and opportunity to help build something around you together. So if you're in Chicago and you need an agent and you need somebody who can help promote you, develop a brand, and continue to give you the time back so you can be excellent at your careers, that's what we're going to do.
Well, and we all know, right, for physicians in particular, your time is extremely valuable, right? When you walk into a typical medical appointment, right, the amount of time that you get directly
Yeah.
with the physician, the service provider is small.
Yeah.
You might be there for an hour, you might be there for 2 hours,
Yeah.
right? But you've got a whole suite of other people that are working with you,
Yeah.
right? Because your time is so valuable. So in this environment, for the physician, what is the time investment they need to make to be able to collaborate with these people?
Oh, so for us, it's really reaching out, connecting with us, and having an opportunity for us to understand the needs. Every physician is a little bit different. Every physician has hopes and dreams in different ways, whether it's building their own practice. I run into physicians all the time who say they want to write a book and they just don't have time. Right? I have physicians that have written a screenplay. I'd love to make the next hit, but they don't have time. And so what we hope to do is not just only help them realize their dreams as an individual, but also professionally to help, create pathways for them to be successful.
So it's not just around their practice.
That's
You're
right.
talking about things external, right? Their brand building for them, a book, a screenplay, other things really beyond the scope of their technical practice.
Yeah, I think that's true because when you're a physician, your life is dominated by being a physician, right? And it's very hard to multitask in a large number of ways. And I think what the analogies of sports are is, how Leigh has been able to cultivate his relationships with not only the highest, athletes, highest experienced athletes, but he's also helped them develop ideas about secondary careers. He's developed them as people. And I think that's what attracted Leigh and I to each other, is to continue to focus on things like that.
Well, Leigh really was a pioneer in the space of philanthropy, a pioneer in the space of brain health. One of the first agents that was out there that really understood that these are critical elements
Yeah.
for an athlete, right? You're a brand, you're important beyond just a scope on the field. And so here,
Yeah.
same thing with the physicians beyond the scope of the medicine. So if people want more information about MDEnvoy, what's the best way for them to grab that?
Look up our website, www.mdenvoy.com.
All right. Michael, thank you for joining us on
thank you.
Radio Row. For all our viewers and listeners, thank you for taking the time to learn more about MDEnvoy. This is Roy Kessel signing off for Sports Philanthropy Network. Please remember to live generously.